Coming up on Sbu Tv, St. Bonaventure remembers fallen alumni on the 10-year anniversary of 9/11. And we'll take a look at the Sbu School of Education's new interim dean. Hello, and welcome to Sbu Tv. I'm Mike Vitron.
And I'm Sudore.
Many consider him the saint of 9/11, but to us, he's just a fellow Bonnie. Sbu Tv's Brittany Whalley tells us how Father Mychal Judge's legacy still lives on at St. Bonaventure.
Chaplain of the New York Fire Department, beloved friend, graduate of Bonaventure, and a Franciscan hero to all. Father Mychal Judge dedicated his life to ministering the homeless, those suffering with AIDS, and gay and lesbian Catholics. He also served as a peacemaker and often traveled to Northern Ireland to promote reconciliation. On September 11th, Father Judge rushed to the World Trade Center upon hearing of the attacks, offering prayers to his men, the injured, and the dead. Father Judge was in the North Tower lobby when the South Tower collapsed and was killed by falling debris. His body was the first to be carried out of the rubble, labeling him as victim 0001.
Well, after the tragedy of 9/11 and Father Mychal Judge's death, he was a Franciscan, but he was also an alum of St. Bonaventure. And so we at St. Bonaventure recognized that we wanted to pay tribute to this great man.
Here at St. Bonaventure University, the Father Mychal Judge Center for Irish Exchange and Understanding has been dedicated to fulfilling his mission. The center aims to house a specialized program of study and faculty exchange with the Republic of Ireland, the United States, and Northern Ireland.
What we do is really honor him and our own Irish roots as a university by studying the reconciliation process. And to do that, specifically, we go to Northern Ireland with our program and learn firsthand about the reconciliation process that the folks there went through.
Although there is no physical location of the center, it does have its presence in a few areas on campus.
The ideal theme is reconciliation. And so in that regard, it pays tribute to one of his goals in his life. But remember also that he was a Franciscan, and so the fact that we overlap some of these ideas in Clare College is all the more fitting.
Clare 401 Senior Forum is now the primary way in which students can connect with Northern Ireland. Both Sorokes and Dean DiMattio hope the center will create more international opportunities for the future. But for now, Dean DiMattio feels Bonaventure students should try to be like Father Judge.
Remember, he gave his life for trying to help the individuals in the terror attack on the World Trade Center. And so he didn't have to be part of that fire department. He was part of it. We would hope that some of those ideas that he lived would hopefully be part of you as you become part of Bonaventure.
For Sbu TV, I'm Brittany Whalley.
The Father Mychal Judge Scholarship is offered to students whose families have been directly affected by 9/11.
The image that is being called the symbol of the 10-year memorial to 9/11 has ties to St. Bonaventure.
Chances are you've seen this photo. What you may not know is that the man kneeling in it is the father of a St. Bonaventure alumnus. Rob Peraza worked on the 104th floor of the North Tower and died in the attacks on September 11th. The 1996 NBA graduate was a well-known rugby player and stayed involved as an alumni, always returning for games. Head rugby coach Clarence Picard never had the chance to meet Rob, but was very close to his father, Robert Peraza Sr.
Knowing Robert Peraza so well, he's just a great guy. He obviously loved his son so much, and it's just devastating for a father to lose a son like that.
Anyone who knew Rob would have the same things to say about him.
He was a great guy, the life of a party, he always had a joke to crack. He was also a great player. And I think his teammates really admired him for the love he brought to the team and the passion to the sport.
Peraza's family raised about $250,000 for the Robert David Peraza Scholarship Fund through the university website and yearly golf tournament fundraisers. They've already helped 3 students who play rugby.
This family weekend at St. Bonaventure, one Allegheny Tavern prepares to raise money for a new SBU scholarship. A fundraiser for the Matthew Dungan Memorial Scholarship will be held September 24th at Fathead's Tavern in Allegheny. Dungan was a sophomore rugby player at St. Bonaventure who died of heart failure in January. The scholarship will be awarded annually to a student from Dungan's alma mater, that's Kenmore West High School, who plans on attending St. Bonaventure. We'll have more on this next week. A 9/11 memorial in New Jersey is causing some controversy. A stone was etched with the names of local politicians. It has been removed for now, but as Christine Sloan shows us, the anger is still around.
This is the 9/11 memorial in Lower Manhattan, set in the footprints of where the Twin Towers once stood. Etched in bronze are the names of the victims. And this is Warren County's Washington Township 9/11 memorial, with the names of the mayor, committee members, and the township administrator on a granite marker, and not the victims of the terror attacks.
When I saw what was written on a stone, I got really, really angry. 3,000 people lost their lives, but they're going to get their names memorialized in granite. That's just unconscionable to me. I couldn't believe it.
Dennis Ryan, a former cop who played the bagpipe at the dedication ceremony here, was so upset he took a picture of the granite marker that stood next to the steel from the World Trade Center before it was removed because of the controversy.
The stone actually sat on about a 45-degree angle to the rest of the monument.
We were referred to Mayor Samir Elbassiouny, whose picture along with the others is displayed in the township building. He declined to be interviewed, but gave us a statement saying, quote, "I apologize if anyone was offended. The intent was to honor the victims, and in no way was this meant to be disrespectful." In fact, he says the marker was rushed and the names placed on it as a sign of support. This resident isn't buying it.
What do the politicians have to do with it? It's the people that perished and their families that are suffering.
The mayor tells a local station that the names will be taken off and a new inscription will be placed on the stone that says it is dedicated to the victims.
Next on Sbu TV, a new feature is helping St. Bonaventure students do laundry, just a mouse click away.
Plastic ones last longer.
Pork bellies close steady due to speculation that demand for bacon-related products.
Read me this one, Daddy.
Okay, honey. The less art kids get, the more it shows. Are yours getting enough? Art. Ask for more. AmericansForTheArts.org.
After catching up with the interim deans of journalism and business, Mychael Colaianni got a chance to meet with the new interim dean of the St. Bonaventure School of Education.
After Peggy Burke's promotion to Associate Provost in August, the St. Bonaventure School of Education appointed Associate Professor Joseph Zimmer as the interim dean. Dean Zimmer has several goals during his tenure and knows what direction he wants the school to be headed.
The university now has a 5-year financial plan, and I'd like to start the process for the School of Education to tie into that plan with our own strategic planning process. We are also coming up on another accreditation visit in 2015, and I have a goal of getting reaccredited, of course.
The School of Education is located in the basement of Plasman Hall, and Zimmer knows that there are numerous aspects of the education school that he wishes to further develop.
And keep working to develop the faculty and develop the programs that we have, and maybe look at some new programs.
Dean Zimmer is not only a prominent member of the university's administration, he's also heavily involved in the local community, serving on the Board of Trustees for the Allegheny School District.
That is quite a job because there's been a lot of controversy over our school district in the past couple of years locally, and my job, the way I envision my job there, is to be hopefully a calming influence on the school board.
I'm Mychael Colaianni, and this is Sbu TV.
While Zimmer has made himself available as a candidate for the full-time dean position, his contract runs through the end of the academic year.
The Mac Gray Corporation has been looking for ways to make doing laundry easier and more convenient for students. Felisha Woolley has more.
Who says chores can't be fun? The Laundry View monitoring system developed by Mac Gray is a site that allows you to continually check the status of washers and dryers in a given facility. New to St. Bonaventure this year, the program has already been a hit with students.
I just think the site's awesome in general because it's a pain when you live on the 4th floor and you go down to do laundry and they're all taken up.
St. Bonaventure senior Sarah Rath agrees.
I love Laundry View because it makes doing laundry so much easier. My favorite part about Laundry View is knowing exactly when your laundry is going to be done without having to run back and forth to the laundry room.
With students becoming more passionate about the benefits of the site, it is an ever-growing project. LaundryView is utilized in over 3,000 laundry rooms in 200 campuses across the nation. The only complaint is that students wish they could have used LaundryView in years past.
I wish this website was around when I was a freshman and sophomore living on campus.
For Sbu TV, I'm Felisha Woolley.
McRae has also integrated text message features into LaundryView to let students know when their laundry is finished.
Main Street in Allegheny has a new sweet spot. Shannon Shepard took a look.
Reality TV shows filming family bakeries to all-out wars or captivating pop culture, all while being centered around a cupcake. And now the Frosted Delight has a new home at Main Street Sweets in Allegheny. The bakery was opened in June by owner Jody Stephen, who grew up baking with her grandma. From soups and scones and cheesecakes, specialty cakes, and even different types of coffees, Main Street Sweets has something for everyone's taste buds. But the most popular treat this season is the cupcake. Main Street Sweets uses Facebook to interact with its customers, read their feedback, and share pictures of decadent treats. Main Street Sweets bakes fresh goods 6 days a week, and you better hurry in before your favorite disappears. For Sbu TV, I'm Shannon Shepard.
Main Street Sweets is open Tuesday through Saturday from 7 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sundays from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m.
Believe it or not, one St. Bonaventure student moonlights as a professional jet skier. Tyler Diedrich has the story.
During the week, Ryan Doberstein is an MBA accounting student, a grad assistant, and an RA. Over the weekend, he's St. Bonaventure University's resident daredevil. Doberstein got his first jet ski at age 13 and immediately began doing tricks. He even raced competitively for one summer in 2008.
Jet skiing is a lot of fun for me. It's something I've been doing for 9 years now. I'm 22. It just gets me out on the water and it's just fun.
After taking 2009 off, Doberstein joined a stunt team in 2010. He's now been part of a Detroit-based team called Jet Ski Freestyle for the last 2 summers. Doberstein has traveled to more than 10 shows throughout the Great Lakes region of the US and Canada.
Basically, I do shows for thousands of people, and it's a lot of fun, a lot of crowd interaction, and then I get to promote all my sponsors also.
One of his sponsors is his own school. Water sports are probably not the first activities that come to mind when people think of Western New York, but Doberstein's been trying to use his talents to promote St. Bonaventure University.
I'm going to places that St. Bonaventure normally doesn't have admissions people going to, like Detroit, for example. I'm talking to people about how awesome the school is. Just basically everything that you'd want from a college recruiter, I'm out there doing.
After Doberstein leaves Bonaventure for the real world next spring, he plans to continue jet skiing on the weekends.
As long as I've got a job that I work throughout the week, and if I can request a couple like Friday or Mondays off, I plan on doing it as long as my body can handle it, really.
For Sbu TV, I'm Tyler Diedrich.
Doberstein's next show is Columbus Day weekend in Virginia Beach. He also plans on doing a show in Daytona Beach, Florida this winter. To check out his videos, visit www.flyingryanfreestyle.com.
Coming back from injuries is all a part of the game. Kate Glennon has the story.
Women's soccer player number 19, Shannon Van Riper, is what coaches look for in a captain. After tearing her ACL during a September 2008 game against Cornell, Van Riper fought her way back to regain her starting position. After undergoing surgery, Van Riper rehabbed for 8 months. And what did the redshirt senior find most difficult?
Learning how to play soccer again and trusting your knee, because I was so scared to come back that it was going to give out again or I was going to tear my ACL again.
Van Riper is among 3 of her Bonnie's teammates to tear their ACL. Coming in at 5'11", the Groton, Massachusetts native is a key part of the Bonnie's defense.
Well, when Shan got hurt, it was kind of it affected the team, not just her, because she played a lot. She's a big part of our team. She's just a dominant force on the field for our team. Shannon worked so hard to come back from her injury, and I think that's most of the reason why people look up to her so much. She had to work twice as hard as everyone else, and it really shows.
For Sbu TV, I'm Kate Glennon.
Van Riper and the rest of the Bonnies take the field today at 5 o'clock against Colgate in the Big Four tournament at Niagara University.
That's all for us this week on Sbu TV. I'm Mike Vitron.
And I'm Megan Sudore. From all of us here in the Coop Lab, thanks for watching.